So what's good, guys? This is the Marif Ecom podcast, where I'll be having people who have had big success, especially in ecom, but also in other business models. Young people, ambitious people. I think you're going to learn a lot from them. Today, my guest is Elmar. Welcome, brother.
Thanks for calling me here. Thanks for calling me.
We're going to talk about a bunch of interesting shit. Stay tuned.
Here, first of all, you said I'm a shark. I'm not a fucking shark because I get only like if we take like e-commerce shit, I did only like I generated over like 500k in revenue, but it's not all the total, right?
Yeah, it's not all the total. So he's doing like you're better at explaining this.
So I actually have two different.
I
actually have two, but for now I have three different types of income. So for my first income is that. I have first of all, I started my e-com shop like 2 years ago. When I started, I was lucky because there was some events and I was right in the time. So I started my first month, I did 5K in sales, right?
And your first month ever?
Yes, my first money, that was 5K in sales. I was
first money made online.
Yes, I was like, yo, that shit is crazy. Like I can sleep on my couch, bro, and like literally make money, you know?
And by the way, just for context, we're from Azerbaijan, Baku. We're just streaming from here. Around here, this is very rare. I mean, it's like, other than Elmar, I haven't really seen as big of guys like this. I'm sure there are, but I mean, it's really not as common as you see in the US or
especially
Dubai,
at the
whatever.
young age. Especially
at this age.
Like
how old are you?
I'm 22. I was 21.
Yeah.
It's like a few months ago I was 22, so I can say I'm 22.
You started when you were 20.
When I started actually when I was 19 or something like that. So when I started, my goal was like I wanted to get a car. Because I was driving a fucking old Suzuki, the 2008 car. Yeah. The price was like 10 grand or something like that. So I wanted to make my first.
So you wanted to get that car first?
No. I already got the car from my mom. Yeah. Yes. So that was a family car. I didn't like that shit at all. But I was like, yo, I need to make at least 2K per month in sales, like in my profit, so I can afford to get a car. I was thinking about buying some Mercedes, something like that, because one of my friends got the Mercedes. I was like, yo, if I hit 2K in sales this month, I can actually, I don't know, like put some deposit and then like do the monthly payment.
Get for leasing.
Yes, I supposed to make that shit for lease, but then like first month I did 5K, but because that wasn't shit that I couldn't make that shit in the second month because
it wasn't consistent.
It was because the event ended. I didn't do any ads. I was just doing organic stuff.
Yeah.
Because there was no event.
Just to clarify for the people at home, how did you get into this? Like, where did you first find out about something like this before? Because just for context, Elmar is the guy who's got me into e-com, dropshipping in general. Like for me personally, I saw some shit online, but I never actually was able to bring myself to believe in actually the reality of this shit. I thought it was all a scam, to be honest with you. Until I saw Elmar printing in real life, then I became like
I would say this actually 900% this is scam, brother. All the e-com shit that you're getting, this is scam.
Yeah, maybe that's the reason, but still.
So probably I was in love. So I'm selling some football stuff. I was selling some football stuff. Still to this day, I'm using the same shop to make some money. I was just interested in some football shit, all that stuff. And I was like, what if I just create a shop with selling jerseys or something like that?
Did you know anybody who had
that was a big problem because at the start when you have nothing and you're living in Azerbaijan, in case that you didn't know, nothing works here. Yeah. Like if you'd like to have PayPal account, you can get that cooked. Shit. Like any Stripe account, you're fucking cooked. So, but I was lucky.
Not only that, it gets fucking like 3 weeks to get the delivery of any product for you to film for. Like in US, you guys are running up products same day delivery from Amazon, and we're over here fucking waiting 2 months for a product to arrive.
But this is a good shit. That's why we have no competition here, you know. Actually, for me, I don't know like any other guy. Like I know you, that you're making money online, but I don't know any other guy. Maybe I believe that there is actually a lot of people who's making money.
I believe too, but it's kind of like low key.
First of all, they're like, I think they're not as young as we. This is the first full, and I think when they're making money, as soon as they hit like, I don't know, 2-3K per month, they're like, oh, I'm good with this money. Living with this money is very good.
To be honest, I mean, in Baku you don't really need more
than
like 2K.
In Baku you need like fucking 1K per month like to live like normal life. No thanks. You can make like 1K per month and you're good to go. You can do whatever. If you don't have family, I know people with families who like making $400 per month. So I was in love with football, so I wanted to make a shop, and when every time when I was making the shop, because I got nothing, I get no one to ask, and because I didn't have money to make a Shopify thing, because Shopify was expensive back then, I was like, what if I start on
for the contest? This is from 2021, right?
No, this is from 2022.
2022, okay.
Yes. I was thinking about making a show at the end of 2022 probably, because I was in the World Cup, but in 2022 World Cup was on in December, right?
In December, at the end of the year.
Yeah, so
this is early 2022.
Yeah, 2023. It's
after World Cup?
No, yes, exactly. This is 2022.
Early 22.
Yes, 22. Yes. So
this is like post-pandemic when
all that
the market was great.
Yeah, everything was good back then. So the PayPal was working good back then. They wasn't fucking kill us every fucking time. So I started the WooCommerce, I think you know what's like WooCommerce.
Yeah,
it's like
WordPress.
WordPress, yeah, exactly. This shit is like, if you make a website on Shopify, this is very easy. But when you do that shit on WordPress,
to code all the shit.
Yes, you need to every fucking code you need to add on this page, on that page. So in fucking 2-3 months, I created the website, because I was like, actually, I was thinking that I wanted to get. I was fucking broke back then. I was fucking broke, and I wanted. Someone fucking stole my AirPods, and because I was getting to the gym, I didn't have AirPods. I was like, I have to get the AirPods. Yeah. So I was thinking, I was like, I have to get my AirPods first. I didn't even think about the shop, but then I was like, what if I just like. Because there is something that I have to deposit, like, for example, to buy a hostinger for that shit. It was the same price as my AirPods.
Oh, yeah.
So I was like, oh, I would like to get AirPods. But I was like, what if I open my shop first? And then from money that I make from my shop, I will buy my AirPods too.
Yeah, good call.
Yeah, good call. I was like, there is too much shit that happened in my life because I didn't risk. If I risk, this is only $100, but I would have a lot of experience.
Yeah.
So I put money in WordPress. In 2-3 months, the website was done because I was doing everything by myself. I didn't know.
In 3 months.
In 2-3 months, yes, the website
Before
was
that
done.
website wasn't up.
Yes.
It's just fucking 3 months of work.
I was making like every fucking picture that's on my website, I was making through Photoshop, and because I didn't have any skills of that shit, I was using the cracked version of Photoshop and all that stuff. So first of all, yes, I put all the images in the homepage, in the main page. And that was pretty fun because the website was looking so fucking awful at the first time. I was trying to make the website cool in the way, so when the person comes to the shop, he's like, I would like to buy that shit.
Where were you getting the traffic from? Were you running ads? Or
no, at start, I was literally, I was having an Instagram page with
you had a big IG page.
That was not that big because I didn't make any money. I was making like 200 per month from the fucking casinos that wanted to promote. Sometimes they didn't even send money after I make. Sometimes I was like, they're like, how much story views are you getting on your IG?
But it was like a football page, right?
That was a football page.
And that's the problem with the football pages. The targeting gets fucked up. Yes, like you hit fucking Bangladesh, then
India,
you get 3 million views. It converts like $100 at best.
Yeah. So I was getting like 100, 200. Sometimes I was even faking the views of my stories. So the casino would like, I would like to get the money. I would like to get. So I was doing the Photoshop. I was changing for example, I was getting 2-3K views in stories.
What did your day look like back then? Like your daily routine? Because when you're going into that kind of like an uncertainty, you don't know what the hell this is you're dealing with. It's kind of like you need to figure it out. How did you manage like tasks? What's more important? What should I be doing to like improve instead of just wasting time?
This is kind of funny. Yeah, this is kind of funny because back then I was like, I just need something, and I don't care what's that gonna be. I just need something to make money, because I was seeing that a lot of people making money online, and I was like, so if you say about my task, like what I was doing in the day, I was just waking up, because back then I was living in like, let me say 40 kilometers away from the city. that was the time when I was locking in. Yeah. So I was living 40 kilometers away from the city.
He was in full monk mode.
Yes,
like,
I supposed to drive. I was studying at university back then. I supposed to drive to my university for like
2 hours.
No, 2 hours, but at least
went back and forth. It's probably more than
it's
2
like
hours.
2 hours in total if I supposed to go there and back. All my friends stayed here in the city. That's why when I was coming back there, I didn't have energy to drive back again to the city to see the friends. I was stayed with my friends. So let me say I was waking up. I was waking up. I was going to university. I came back from university. I was doing some shit for my IG shop. I was trying to create the website. Then I was going to the gym.
You were going to the gym every day.
Yeah, I was going back then, because there is nothing that I'm supposed to do there. The only thing for me is just going to the gym.
What would you tell to the people at home who, because I think this is like an issue most entrepreneurs face, they mistake working hard in the gym for actually working hard and making money and making progress. They think like their day was productive because they hit the gym twice. And I've done this many times. But you look back at the end of the month or whatever this is, and you look back, it's like you have done nothing to actually accomplish. It's kind of like a waste of time. But it also improves your mindset too. Exactly. It's kind of like a double-edged sword.
Yeah, so this is actually the case for me now, because the last month, so I have a gambling addiction. I think my friend knows that. I got a gambling addiction, and I lost a lot of money like in the last month. So I supposed to... For example, for me, if I lose money, I have to make this amount of money from my shop, from my businesses. So that's why I stopped going to the gym as consistent as I was going to. So for example, I was going 5 times. Now I'm going like 1-2 times per week. But for now, I know that when I don't go to the gym, I progress better at my businesses. I'm not saying
What about back then?
Back then, because back then it wasn't a lot of tasks for me to do.
Yeah.
That's why I had a lot of time.
Yeah.
Now when I have a lot of tasks to do, I have to manage my time.
Your priorities change.
Yes, and I'm being lazy sometimes, because in my mind I'm like, it's better for me to stay at home today and not hitting the gym. But like, if even I stay at home, I might scroll on TikTok sometimes, you know. But at the end of the day, if I don't go to the gym, because like imagine going to the gym is like, it's not like 1 hour of fucking hard work. It's 30 minutes of cardio, 15 minutes of showering. It's usually more about 3-4 hours that you're
going back and forth.
Yes, exactly.
And you see a friend, you're chatting to him for like half an hour.
Exactly. After that, after the gym, you're at home. You don't have a lot of energy. If you got a fucking intense workout.
Bro, I want to share like a story of mine really similar to this. Like last year, I was hitting MMA, and MMA is even worse because it's like group sessions. So it's like at the gym, at least you're the one who decides like how long your workout takes. This shit is like 3 hours minimum inside. And not only that, it drains your energy. And I was hitting that twice a day, in the morning and at night. And I was wondering like why I don't have any fucking energy to get any work done. In fact, like when you look back in hindsight, it's completely ridiculous. I mean, you should actually decide on your goals, then prioritize your routine according to that. You shouldn't just, because I see a lot of guys doing this as well. I mean, they're sharing stories. I'm locked in. I'm in the gym full time. You're looking at this guy like, when the fuck does this guy work? Like he's at the gym all day. If you want to be like a personal trainer or like a fighter or something, probably. But for an entrepreneur, it's kind of like a waste of time.
You're wasting time if you're not professional.
Not to say it's not beneficial. I mean, I still hit the gym. You still hit the gym. But still,
this is very good. Having a good physique, I think you know that having a good physique is giving you a fucking, when you go outside, you feel more comfortable and all that stuff.
Absolutely.
And you feel strong and all
better
the
for
shit.
your energy,
health.
health.
This is good. But if you're trying to make some money and only like going to the gym like 5 times per week or something like that, you don't have to do that. If you have time, if you can manage time in that way, so you're going to the gym and doing business, everything is good. If you can find a balance, this is very good.
Yeah.
But when you're young, when you have to go to university, when you have friends, because like
especially when the business is new, you don't know really what you're dealing with, so you don't really know if you're working enough or not. Like you're working and you're not getting any results. That might be because you will get results soon, but that also might be because you're not doing the right shit.
Exactly.
So for that, you need to, I think, cut it off for like a week or two. Maybe.
Yeah, we're not saying that you have to cut off the gym. Don't go to the gym. Yeah, we're not saying that shit. But if you can see the progress for a lot of time in your businesses, and you're seeing only fucking progress. For example, you hit bench for 80 kilos, now you're hitting 85. This is not the thing that's beneficial for you. Let me say, if you're trying to do the bodybuilding stuff or powerlifting or any other stuff, yes, this like 5 kilos, the plus 5 kilos that she did on your fucking bench, yes, this is good. But if for 90% of the people, they're just not gonna fucking do the bodybuilding stuff and all this.
Yeah, to get back on track. I mean, you don't want to shit on the gym goers. For the gym shit, so. Yeah, this was just a side note. Yeah, we were saying like your beginning process in the 2022. How did you go from making 1K a month, affording your AirPods, car payments, then went to like 30K?
Yeah, so
how did you do that?
This is funny shit. So first month I made 5K in sales. The second month I was like, I'm not making as much money I was making in the last month, probably because the event ended. And I was like, I have to find a new way.
Event was World Cup?
Yes, I went to the World Cup. And the thing is that I supposed to find a way to put the traffic on my website. So I managed to sell my IG page for $6K. That was $6,000. I managed to do that. And from the money that I got, I was feeling more comfortable. Actually, I would say that the point when I started making money was the point when I sold my IG page.
That was like the first chunk of money you got.
Yeah, that was the first money. And when you have no money and you're trying to manage the business, this is like very stressful, you know, when I think, you
fighting
know,
a battle uphill.
Yes, it's like you got no money and you still have to add money and you got literally nothing. But for
you'll go into debt. I mean, that's what happens. Yeah.
Sometimes you sell the wheel of your car.
So for the people at home, I sold the replacement wheel for my car, to afford.
But actually, it helped you.
It worked. It worked. At the end, it worked. So it's just whatever.
Yeah. So that was the point when I sold my IG page. I was having money. I put some money on in ads. Plus,
it's the first time you're running ads.
Yes, this is very hard. I think, you know, the running Facebook ads is fucking ridiculous, especially when you start at first. So I put some money in the IG ads. Plus, in our country, if you'd like to run ads, you have to pay additional 20% of taxes. Yeah. So imagine you have you're supposed to pay $100 in ads, and you're paying $120 because literally you're living in fucking Azerbaijan.
Yeah.
This is crazy.
It's like the bank commissions over here. When you're paying internationally, it's just at least.
This is fucking crazy. So back then,
so it was killing your profit margins.
My profit margins plus, but after I sold the IG page, I had more extra time, and extra cash. And with this time and cash, I opened a YouTube channel. That was a football short. But for me, what worked for me is that I started to add the sound effects in the shorts. In the first months when I got monetized and I made like $6,000 from the YouTube ad revenue, but the bad shit that I never received the first money from YouTube because I was some content, I stole the content and only added the sound effect. So that was an original content. Yes. The funny shit that I supposed to get that money, but because you have to confirm the AdSense, they sent you a fucking letter on your physical post shit, you know. I didn't got that shit on time. That's why that was delayed and they didn't pay money. And at the end, they said that your content is
they reviewed it in that time and
decided not to give. But after that, I started to make a lot of money from YouTube, and because I was having a lot of views on YouTube, then I was managed to send someone from my YouTube channel to my shop.
Yeah, so literally like organic traffic.
Yes, I wasn't only making money from views on YouTube. Now I'm making money from shop too, because I'm literally sending, and I don't even have to spend money on ads. So this is the good strategy. Create place where you can get views.
Exactly.
Get money from
organic
views.
Dropshipping.
Exactly. And then get and send them to your store.
So this is what I preach usually. Like I do organic dropshipping, but this is like a really different, unorthodox way of going about it. Usually YouTube Shorts doesn't convert that well, but in this specific case, it's not actually the YouTube Shorts that converts. It's like a big theme channel,
exactly,
like gathering, funneling all the good exact target audience.
People there,
because it doesn't work if you specifically market a product on YouTube Shorts.
Exactly,
but it's kind of in a better way where you gather all the audience with your organic content, then lead the traffic to your website.
Yes.
This is what he's doing. Like,
this is the good shit, because people, they're interested in football, and I'm sending them on my shop.
And he doesn't spend any money on ads.
Exactly, I don't spend any money on ads.
Nothing he loses. It's like a way of doubling your income just from adding a website.
Imagine if I didn't have a website and only
just
have
get the ad revenue.
Ad revenue, and imagine if I didn't have YouTube and only shop. I was.
Yeah, you're missing out.
Yes, I'm missing. So if you're trying to make some business, and you have no money. Organic business / your own website plus your own website. This is the good shit to connect.
Do you think it still works in 2025?
Yes. I didn't think that it works in the way that it works for you. But as soon as you're hitting your goals, bro, this is
in the way you're doing still.
In the way, yes, this is working, because I told at the start that I have 3 ways of income. The first one was YouTube. The second one was my e-commerce shop. But now I'm selling the mentorship. This is for the people who's interested to start the same business, the same.
It's like a one-on-one mentorship where you guide them
from the zero to their first money. So I'm selling my mentorship. I have fucking a lot of clients. I have probably 20 clients. This is time taking, but I'm enjoying that shit, because I'm literally communicating with the people,
giving,
and I see that this shit works.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's like an investment to themselves, and also you kind of feel actually better about yourself for teaching them. So it's like a win-win situation.
I see that this shit is working. It is not only works for me, but working for everyone. Still working for everyone. I
this
think
is specifically in the football niche, right?
It's not actually about football niche. You can do literally the same with any. Give me any advice, any fucking, like, for example, pet niche for the cats, the dogs. Niche. You can do the memes about cats and dogs, and then sell something to them. I have 5 clients who selling the pet products, and they're making actually good amount of money.
It sounds simple, but it's actually that simple. I mean, there's a quote that says it's easy to make things complicated, but it's not actually complicated. Like, if you have a big way of gathering an audience, target audience, there is something to sell to them. Like, there is no audience probably other than like kids. Even they buy like fidget guns and shit. Like, there's every audience you can monetize off of. It's all about gathering the attention first.
Yes, you're saying right. You're getting the attention first, then you're selling something to them.
Yeah, exactly.
It works in every niche. If you try to get your own business, to start your own business, like where you're showing your face, it's the same. You're literally you can sell. I have friend, for example, you know the Atahan, my friend. You also know him.
Yeah.
So now he also bought my mentorship, and he's doing because he was in startup business. He was doing a lot of startups. Now he's trying
getting clients
to so he's like creating his own brand, then to sell to the audience the way you can gather the money for your startup. Because literally he gathered, I think, $250K for his own startup.
So it's gathering investment, right?
Yeah. What about?
Like an investment to the startup?
Yes. Investment. Investment to the startup.
Yeah, that's a good start. Like, I mean, you can, as long as you got the attention of the right people, it's like
you can sell anything. Literally anything. People who's like making like funny content, who's giving the reaction on TikTok. I saw that they're creating their courses on how you can make the reaction on video and then sell to people something. So in 2025,
what are they teaching that course?
That she was like how to react, how to find the good video, what's the good logo, this kind of scam of shit. When you're like buying a course for $1,000 and they're saying that you have to have a good logo. You don't have to scroll on YouTube Shorts and all that stuff.
First class is about your mindset. Then you know you're fucked. I mean, when you get a course and
but it's like 99% of people they're selling that shit because they don't know what to tell.
They don't know actually what to teach. So it's like kind of like it's in a way like also you can't prove like they're scamming you. Like
exactly. Because you're seeing that they're making some good money from there.
then they're like, you weren't able to. You need to lock in more. You need to lose. You need to give me like 2,000 more.
Exactly.
Then it
This
will
shit
happen.
is crazy. Yes.
Yeah. To get back on track, what were we talking about?
We're talking about you asked me if this works still to this day.
Oh yeah.
So let's talk more about.
So what would you say to somebody who's actually watching this and wants to do what you're doing, but right now, like if you went back in time or whatever the fuck, went forward, and you were yourself now back in 2022, how would you start?
So first of all, that was a very good question. So first of all, you have YouTube. On YouTube, you can find anything.
Yeah.
Anything about anything. Let me say that. So start from seeing how people supposed to do that on YouTube. Start to think about the way that you can do the same for yourself.
Yes.
For me, the good side was that I was watching some that wasn't motivational videos, but some videos on how to make money from YouTube. And first of all, you have to get in your mindset that this shit actually works.
Yeah, limiting beliefs of everybody's a scammer.
It's like we're talking about some motivational shit, but it's actually working. You know,
cliche shit works. I mean, if you actually do what is being said, it works. But the problem is you complicate it and you start going, maybe this is right, maybe this is right, and fall into the shiny object syndrome. Then you're fucked. I mean, you need to just stay and make your mind and do what, because there is a blueprint for being successful with pretty much anything. Like I'd say from like fighting to whatever, anything. Entrepreneurship, because somebody has done it before you. So it means kind of like it's possible still. Unless like the market is fucked, and that's like a really rare scenario.
I don't believe that there's a kind of shit that market is fucked. You can do anything.
It just becomes a little harder, or the ways may change, but still mindsets are pretty much the same for all of them.
So go watch some YouTube videos about the thing that you wanted to build. Then start to work on that shit. Then first of all, you have to, as I told you before, you have to believe that your shit is gonna work. But don't be like, don't start with, for example, you saw a course on how to create your own agency. We know that creating your own agency is complicated. If you're zero at anything, first
play to your advantages, like whatever you like. Like you started from football because you were a football fan. It would be harder for you to start for like a volleyball or whatever, because you've never seen it. I mean, it's just simple common logic. Like you need to play to your advantages, like whatever you're better at. Just do that.
It's not always the case. For example, for you're not fun. This is not fucking very joyful to create a website and selling some kind of Chinese shit. This is not enjoyable.
But I enjoy the organic marketing side of it.
Oh, exactly.
Yeah, so you should find something. Like I knew when I first started out, I ran ads. I did a bunch of other shit. I did some shorts. I ran ads, and at the end I was like, this is the thing I enjoy the most. Like I don't enjoy running ads actually. I don't actually enjoy making shorts. And the thing about it is, if you get better at something, if you get really good at one skill, then it's kind of easy to outsource the other ones. Like if I make a lot of money doing organic, then I can just pay somebody for me to run ads. I don't need to learn ads myself.
Yes, you can do anything with that. You can find anyone on Fiverr. Usually people saying that Fiverr is cheap. I was just checking like 1-2 days ago.
You hire all from Fiverr, right?
Yes, everyone is from Fiverr, but usually Fiverr is very expensive. If you'd like to find someone on Fiverr, yes, because if you're trying, for example, to make website, it says $80 for you. But when you
can downplay.
No, when you're going on Fiverr and you're seeing that this is only the normal package for $80, and if you'd like to get a full website done, it's like $400. So it's not that cheap as it was when I was starting my own businesses, but it's pretty cheap. It's pretty good.
But there's other ways of finding good people, like forums.
You can find your own friends, especially for us, because people here, they're not making money at our age. We can literally I have friends who's working for me for $25 per week.
Yeah, that's a good salary.
Yeah, this is good salary.
You're overpaying them.
Exactly, I'm overpaying him.
Yeah, to get into what you're actually doing right now, like forward to right now from 2022, it's been like 3 years.
Yes.
what are your plans right now? How are you scaling? Like, what is your plan?
So for
are
me,
you still doing the same thing?
Yes, for me, I'm still doing the same thing. I was having some issues with my shop in the last year because I was having some court cases with the
legality issues.
That was legal issues.
Copyright issues.
I was having my website shut down for like 2 months. But then there was a court with Adidas and all that stuff, and I managed that shit very well. So for now, I'm trying to scale even more that I was making back then.
So you got 2 YouTube channels.
I get actually
how many
actually 3 YouTube channels.
You got 3 YouTube
for
channels.
one YouTube channel, I owe 1% of that. For other 2, I owe 50% of that. So probably in total, I made not money. I made like
now followers. Like subscribers.
9 billion views
9 billion
in total.
views.
Even more. I think I was checking that 10 billion views from all
Nice.
all the YouTube from all 3 YouTubes that I have. And I probably made around let me say I checked that shit, but that was probably around 450k. That's fucking profit, because on YouTube
ad revenue. Yeah, you don't spend on anything.
Only ad revenue. Yes, sometimes maybe I would
that's
pay
the beauty
something.
of YouTube. Yeah.
Yes, maybe I would pay something for my editors, but this shit is so cheap.
Yeah,
right
especially on YouTube Shorts. Once you are getting the money, then the price, because to make somebody prepare a video for you is like $10, right?
Yeah,
$10,
even less. For now, I'm making even less. But the good thing is that back then I started when YouTube Shorts started to pay. That was in 2023.
They increased the CPMs, right?
They only launched the ad revenue for the shorts. There wasn't ad revenue for the shorts before that. I was like, oh, this is the good idea, and I was the first one who was getting money from football, from ad revenue, from shorts. Back then it was 001. Now it's 007 for 1,000 views. I mean about the 007 cents. This is like 7 times more than when you started. So imagine that. Like 2 years ago, that was 001. Now it's 007.
If you were making 5k, it would have been like.
Now it's like if I was making 5k. But yes, this shit is good. But now I'm thinking that they're gonna scale more on the shorts. And they're gonna pay. I think in 1 year they're gonna pay 0.1. So it's like 10 cents for 1,000 views.
They're gonna increase it.
I think they're going, because every year I'm seeing that they're increasing, and
it's probably because of their prioritization of like short form content. Yes, because I really believe short form content is the future. Like long form content.
This is already happening.
Yeah, it's already happening, but I think it's even gonna be more in the future.
So
like
for you, how much the short content you watch today, and how much the long videos you watch today? For me, I didn't watch any single long video.
I try to not watch on like consciously, but if you go and actually, you never sit and watch like a 30-minute video by accident, but you can scroll for like 2 hours and not notice it.
And there is like no benefit for you. The only benefit that someone is making money from you scrolling the videos.
Yeah, exactly. And also, there is the thing of, when you're watching a long form video, you actually choose what you want to watch. Like you search for something, or at least you have the freedom of choosing whatever you want. But on shorts, it's just random shit popping up. You may like, I never want to see somebody get fucking murdered on Instagram.
Actually,
but whenever I log in,
I want to see that shit sometimes, because on YouTube
you click interested on.
Yeah, I'm always liking this shit. So I was saying that this is the good time to start any kind of short content. It's like reels.
You recommend starting from organic, right?
If you got no money, yes.
And that's the case for most people.
For 99% of people. If you got no money, you have to start from organic.
I'd say even if you do have money, you should start from organic, because for the creatives and shit for Facebook.
Yes, this is good. But if you have money, it's better to mix them all.
You still lose a lot of money if you don't know what you're doing at the beginning in Facebook ads or TikTok ads, because it's kind of like a specific.
Probably
you're lose a shit ton of money.
Yes, exactly. You can lose a lot of money, but if you mix that shit with organic stuff and you mix that shit with your ads that you're spending on, this is a very good thing, because everyone who's like making a lot of money from that shit, they're mixing. They're always mixing. I don't see, for example,
that's the only way to scale.
Yes, for example, for you is the case that you started making money from your brand, right? And now if you'd like to make more money, because organic, you can really scale that for a lot of money.
You can't really scale.
You can have a good days, you can have a bad days, but with Facebook ads, you can have always good days and you always scalable days. If you hit that,
with the right strategy,
yes, if you got the right strategy, yes,
because it doesn't matter if you're making 100k on organic the next month. might still be zero. But it all depends on your views and how much.
But with ads, it's like literally you're paying for the views, and if you hit the right audience that you would like to hit to sell them something.
But still, it requires money. I mean, when you're beginning ads, I think you should have at least like 2,000.
Exactly,
at least, because 1,000 is gonna run out. Like whatever you do,
it's not like you have to have 2,000 and then you can make profits. It's like you have to have 2,000 that you can lose. Because exactly. Ads is very losable shit.
Yeah, on that topic, like, what do you say to people? Because I have a lot of friends who come up to me, and also I'm sure you do as well. Like, if I start this, when will I make money? Like, after 1 month, how much money am I gonna make? So, this and that. What do you say to that mindset?
Usually for people that I don't believe in, because it's like let me be honest. Sometimes when the client
do you think is that the right mindset to have? Like, to go into this and like think I'm gonna make this much money after 2 months?
So I think if you're like pushing a lot of money into that business, I think you have to expect something, but you don't have to expect that you're gonna make money in your first 2-3 months. This is very rare for like everyone's like, for example, for
even
you.
Like I'd say, even if you make money in the first 2-3 months, you're guaranteed to lose it because you're gonna fuck up. You don't know what you're doing. Like, you might get lucky and actually hit something, but if you don't know what you actually did that made the money, I don't think you're going to be able to sustain it over long term. Anyways, you're going to lose. And also, the business, I think, is in a way that like most people expect it to be linear, like something 1 month I'm here, second month I'm here, but it's more like you're not making anything for like 3 months, then it skyrockets, then it drops to zero again,
and then you have to stable back to the same shit. So
it's unpredictable because there are some outward factors that you can't really control. I mean, whatever you do, and also you don't really know what level you're at unless you're surrounded by people who are doing better than you and when you will make it. And also markets change. Like back when you started in 2022, it was normal for some people to make money in their first 3-4 months. Right now, I'd say it's even like 6 months because there's so many competition. Like, and it's increasing day by day.
Exactly.
Of course, probably in some business models like TikTok Shop or something.
That's what I was telling. For example, for my business model, it's so easy to make money not in the first month but consistently because you're getting some troubles from everyone.
With YouTube Shorts, it's like
it's more consistent.
Until you hit it. Then if you have the audience, it just gets views.
But it's so rare. Only one of my clients got the monetization in the first month. Usually, people getting monetization in the 3-4 months.
There is a monetization.
So
even if they get the views,
they were uploading video that they were spent like 3-4 hours per day, and they didn't see any views for the first.
What about
2-3 months.
e-com? Like, let's say somebody wanted to start selling football shit. Like, is that the strategy you still?
So probably for anyone who's trying to make e-com by themselves, even if you start some, for example, football jersey selling, this is not the good idea because you're gonna be fucked up. You have to know a lot of, let me say, little things that you have to know before starting that shit. If you have someone who can help you with that shit, that this is like you're saving like 1 year of your time, probably.
Yeah, absolutely.
Probably you're saving 1 year if you're trying to get into
because there's so many variables, like your payment processors, I don't know, like there's 100 things. Like, are you running the right products? Are your videos good? Are your ads on point?
We can tell that shit about a lot of businesses, but if we take the football jersey selling, bro, this is one of the hardest shit to start now. Let me say
it's saturated.
But it's when you start it, it's easy to sell because this is hard to start, and there is not a lot of competition.
There's not a lot of competition.
Not a lot of competition right now. This is a very good sign. Back then, this was a lot. Back then, for the people who helped,
I thought it would be the opposite.
So, for example, if there were like 100 shops back then in 2022, now it's like only 20. Because people, for example, people who lose PayPal, they're getting sued, they're losing their PayPal.
It's kind of like a hard business
it's hard business to manage, but because I'm for a lot of time in this business, it's easy for me, and I know.
But also, like with every kind of problem you face, you know that some guy didn't make it, and it's like less of a competition. Exactly. So the more problems a business has, the less of a competition, and the more money to be made, basically. Exactly. With the YouTube Shorts, there is the problem of I personally have never had like a big channel, but I dabbled into it, and there is the problem of like 100 other Bangladeshi competitors, you know, fucking up your views and doing like the whole thing, because it's kind of like a business model where there isn't a lot of variables. It's all about making good videos, and that's all it is. You don't need to worry about payment processors, or is there any
there is not actually a lot of things that you have to
it's
worry
like a simple
yes, it's easier to start from YouTube.
So most people, when they start, they look at it and they're like, I should start this, I should start it, because I've seen a lot of people start YouTube Shorts, but I haven't seen a lot of people, like as much
who
people
succeed in the YouTube Shorts, because they when they see that they got no views, they're just leaving the shit.
Yeah,
this is the good sign for people who's like making actual money from YouTube Shorts, because for example, if someone is 10 people is trying to get into YouTube Shorts, only one is going to be succeed, and it means that there is only plus one person who's competing with them now.
Exactly, yeah.
So if for the person who's trying to make any amount of money right now, I would say that it's better for you to start your own brand. It's literally starting your own brand and then selling something to the customers, whatever it might be.
You mean like a personal brand?
I mean like a personal brand, yes, exactly. Because this is the thing. For example, from selling something online, the WooCommerce, it would take a lot of time for you to hit the right product.
I don't think anybody should start with WordPress in 2025.
Exactly.
Like that was your case.
That was my case, because I just have to do the WordPress.
And by the way, I started in WordPress as well. It took me like fucking 3 months to build a website. Like,
yes, so if you'd like,
you want to add a banner, and you gotta fucking call a guy from Pakistan,
who's like sleeping for like I don't know 16 hours, and then he's saying that my mother died and he can't do anything. So let me say that if you're, let's back to the WordPress and Shopify. If you're selling something and your product is good product, you have no problems, then start with Shopify. If your products might be some tricky products, then do the WordPress. But in general, if you'd like to make money from online, just start your own brand and then sell something to the customers. Because you only need, like, I don't know, 5,000-6,000 followers to start making $10,000 per month. You can sell something high tickets.
Yeah.
If I'm telling this, if you have skills. If you got zero skills, probably at the start you have to get a lot of skills at something.
Yeah.
If you got zero skills, what would you tell?
Yeah,
hello guys, my name is Ahmed. I don't know what I'm doing, and I would like to sell something.
You can sell some mindset course.
But who's just gonna buy some mindset course?
I'm sure you can find somebody like $50.
But it's you have to have at least something. It might be a good physique. You might be a strong person. You have to get some skills first of all.
I'd say it could be like something like fucking fishing or something. If you're really good at fishing, I'm sure there's like a fishing audience.
There's like people who's like interested. Whoa, where can I go in my city to do
how
the
to catch a fish, whatever. Like you can, but you need to have like some sort of
at least something.
But that's the thing, though. Most people do have that kind of thing. Like some people have, I don't know, dumb fighting in their young age. I don't went dancing, probably something, because you can start your personal brand on anything. It's kind of like about who you are, but I don't think it's that scalable though.
It's not very scalable, but if you want,
at the end of the day, it depends all on you.
If you want to make first
can't
money,
really exit and shit.
First money, probably the shit. If you have some money already, then you can start the e-com.
But it's good for getting the steady income, so you can invest it into other shit.
You're getting income, plus you're getting some level of skills that you're supposed to get. Plus, you know how to talk to the people in the right way, so you can sell them to something. Because selling something to the people when you're sitting with them one-on-one,
so they can start from sales as well.
Yes, they can start from sales as well. But selling something to the people, when you're the face of your brand is way easier. If I started my mentorship with not my face and just like, oh, I'm selling mentorship or something like that, and I didn't show my face, I would get probably 1-2 clients.
It builds trust.
It builds trust. They know how you work. They know how you do. They know what you do and all that stuff.
Yeah, definitely. To get into more to go away from the e-com shit and business shit, what do you do in your personal life? How are you? Like, what is your day looking like right now?
Bro, if you'd like to ask my perfect day, it's like
your perfect
it's day. Like gambling for the 24 hours. This is I would like to play some blackjack, you know. But for me, it's like that's my hobby. That's not a very like, let me say, healthy that's not a hobby. Cheap. That's not a cheap. It's not healthy, because probably when I'm playing a gambling session where I lose a lot of money, takes me 2-3 days of my life probably for sure. Because So if you ask my perfect days, probably when I work for a lot of time. probably I feel the best. It's not when I go outside with the people, not chilling, and when I'm working for a lot of time, and I'm also hitting the gym. Also, I'm hitting my protein goals, eating healthy. Probably for everyone is gonna be like that. For me, I'm not finding joy in the things that like most people are finding the joy. I'm not going to the clubs. I'm not going to outside a lot of times. Exactly. Probably because now it's summer, I can do sometimes shit like that. For example, go to the beach or something like that. But if you ask, my perfect day is waking up, working for a lot of hours. I think like working for
What does your work schedule look like?
For now, because I have if you take it like now, I have a lot of clients that I have to talk, I have to deal with. Probably took me like, for example, yesterday took me 3 hours to handle all the clients. Plus, I have to manage the orders that came to my shop.
Straight up, when you wake up in the morning, do you get straight to work, or is there like a morning routine
when I go
or whatever?
When I go straight to the work, I work for more hours. But sometimes I just when I wake up, for example, and I don't feel to do that shit. I can have a coffee. I don't usually do breakfast, because when you do breakfast, you're fucked up for the whole day. You're fucked up for the whole day.
Slows you down.
So yes, if you take my perfect day, waking up, going straight to the work, getting coffee, working for a lot of hours, then probably have some dinner, then hitting the gym. And if I have like, for example, some hours at the end of the day, I might go with friends or
for sure. I was wondering the part where you balance gym and life, because some people work out in the morning before work.
I don't usually work out in the morning.
I found out to be like unproductive.
Unproductive?
When you work out first thing in the morning, that's like kind of fucks up your priorities. You're kind of like wasting your energy first thing. You should be wasting it on the most important shit, but you're actually wasting it on the gym, and then you can still probably come back and get a good work done, but still, I mean, it's not starting the day on the right momentum. You're kind of losing it.
This is the truth. Probably when you hit... I saw some guy on the internet, he was saying that when you wake up, you have some brain points, and when you do some tasks, you're losing these brain points. So if you wake up and you, for example, have 100 brain points, it's better for you to spend most of the brain points on your work.
Yeah, I think that's true,
on your work, and then go to the gym. But probably if you're prioritize more gym because you're a bodybuilder stuff or something
whatever,
like that,
then it's your work. Then that's your work.
Then that's your work. Then do everything for that shit. But if you first have to find something that you like, your prior things that you have to do first. Put all the stuff in the morning. There is a book that I read when I was back in 2022. It says, eat the frog. Eat the frog. So it means that put all the hard tasks in
it's
the
like a 20-80 rule, right?
Yes.
Something like that.
Yes, put the old hard task at start, because when you start your day, it's very easy to handle all the problems that you have in your business rather than at the end of the day. It's 100% true.
Absolutely. And also, the thing is, when you get the shit you don't want to do, you're procrastinating the first thing in the morning, then the rest of the shit is like, I might as well
I think it's the same case for you. Like when you're at the work for like first 2-3 hours, you're very good. You're working everything. But then when you go to the third 4 hours, you're just kind of like, lazy and all that.
For me personally, how I balance it right now, I found that to be like the perfect routine working for me. I do the most important work when I wake up at like 9 until midday, or however long it takes. It usually takes until 1 to 2. Then I hit the gym and have a good meal, and then continue like the rest of the not important but less important work, because you can kind of chill and do the work after the gym. I don't keep the gym at night though. If I didn't hit the gym for now, it's the case. If I didn't hit the gym before the 4 or 5 p.m., I just don't go to the gym. Me neither. So
I just actually don't go to the gym.
I think the middle of the day is a perfect spot for that.
Because so when you go to the gym, after the gym, you can still kind of do the little task that you're supposed to do in the morning. And for example, you don't have time. But probably after the 6 or 7 hour, like 6-7 p.m., it's not that easy for you to do any kind of task.
It's kind of like your battery drains out.
That's why it's good. It's good thing to wake up early, because when you hit the 6 a.m., you got a lot more times, and then you can only chill for like 3-4 hours.
Some people work late at night, but I never got those. Like I can never work late at night.
It's actually I think it's up to the person.
It's up to the person probably, because I've really seen some people work hard after 12 p.m. They say it's like silent and shit, but after 12 p.m.
For example, who say that? Is like the guy was like doing some good money from, or it was just so let's take the example of people who's like making good money, because a lot of people who's making good money, they're saying they're waking up early.
Yeah. For me personally, I mean, if it stays after 10, I can't do anything work related. Like I will do something degenerate or something. You know what I'm saying? Like I'll fucking go out or something. So yeah, to end this all off, where can people find you, and what do you do right now that people could be interested in?
So for the people who's like interested in the same business model, that's like making money for you from when you're getting money from use, and also making money from selling something. If you're gonna post that on YouTube, you probably can put my IG or my number. It doesn't matter. So for people who's trying to get into e-commerce and YouTube Shorts, probably they can call to me. We can check their cases and see if we can work together.
Yeah, absolutely. Check the link in description or his IG. I'll put it if you want to contact Elmar and learn actually one-on-one from him. It was a pleasure having you. Thank you.
Thanks, brother. Thanks.
Yeah. See you guys on the next one.